Hello, family! Welcome back to day 18 of the Golden Ant Castle. After the ups and downs of the previous days, the situation in the ant castle has now become more uncertain. There are only a few ants left in the colony. The good news is that the queen is still alive. The bad news is that both the queen and the remaining worker ants are in poor condition. After posting yesterday's video, a fan suggested I confine the ants in a small space, and being open to advice, I decided to follow the suggestion. I placed the few remaining ants in a test tube. Now, I'm going to observe whether they adapt to the new space and start breeding again. If they don't, it's likely that these ants won't survive much longer. After placing them in the test tube, the queen seems to have settled down. She no longer runs out of the nest and appears more at ease in this small and closed environment. It seems that she prefers the test tube as her new home. The other worker ants have started exploring outside the nest, which gives me a glimmer of hope. I'm unsure whether I should seal the test tube to keep them inside, but I know that a dark, secure environment could give the queen a sense of safety. From the first day the ants moved into the castle, everything seemed great, but within a few days, internal strife and deaths began, and it's been a tough journey ever since. My advice to new ant keepers is that it's better to build your own ant castle than buy one online. What you buy may not suit the species you're raising at the moment. The 30-day challenge for the Golden Ant Castle is now halfway complete. Unfortunately, I don't think the second half will be as easy. The ants' condition is poor, and they show no interest in the food provided. I've offered them fruit, honey, bread, and cricket protein, but they seem indifferent to everything. If it weren't for the queen, I might have already given up on keeping the ants. But as long as the queen is alive, I feel there's still hope for the colony. So, I've decided to pause updates for the Golden Ant Castle and keep the queen and worker ants in the test tube, placed in a dark area. Let's see if the secure environment will allow the colony to thrive. Family, do you think this is the right decision? If you have better suggestions, please leave a comment below. And as always, remember to like and subscribe so we can continue exploring the ant world together. The journey with the Golden Ant Castle has been full of surprises, challenges, and lessons. In the beginning, everything seemed to go smoothly. The ants were busy setting up their nest and exploring their new environment. However, things didn't stay that way. Over time, the colony faced internal struggles, and death took its toll. This made me realize how fragile life is even for such small creatures. Raising ants requires more than just feeding them and providing water. They need the right environment, a healthy social structure, and careful attention. It's easy to overlook these things, especially when you're a beginner, but this experience has taught me to be more observant and patient. When starting out with ant keeping, choosing a species that is suitable for beginners is essential. Formica fusca proved to be a challenging species for me, and I should have chosen something that was more adaptable and easier to care for. Despite everything that's happened, there's still hope. The queen, although in poor health, is alive, and as long as she is, there is a chance for the colony to survive. I will continue to care for the ants, offering them different food options in hopes that they will regain their strength. As long as they're alive, I will continue to support them. The remaining worker ants are a symbol of the colony's resilience. They may be weak and scattered, but they are still fighting for survival. I know the odds are stacked against them, but as long as the queen is there to breed, the colony will have a chance to recover. I'm doing my best to provide them with a stable and secure environment, hoping that this will encourage them to reproduce and grow. This journey has been a humbling experience. Raising ants has taught me so much about patience, care, and the challenges of raising any form of life. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of having ants as pets, but the reality of ant care is much more complex than I originally thought. Each species has its own needs, and understanding those needs is crucial to ensuring their survival. I've made many mistakes, but I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned. The ants have taught me the value of observation, adaptability, and how important it is to create a proper environment for their survival. I am more determined than ever to apply what I've learned in the future, both in ant care and in life. The Golden Ant Castle may be facing its toughest challenge yet, but as long as the queen is alive, I remain hopeful. The ants still have a chance to grow and rebuild. I'll continue to monitor their progress and care for them, hoping that with time, they'll recover and thrive. There's still a long way to go, but with patience and effort, I believe the colony can make a comeback. If you've enjoyed this journey so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll continue to observe the Golden Ant Castle and its inhabitants as they struggle for survival and fight for the future of their colony. Together, we'll witness the incredible resilience of these tiny creatures.